If you suck at dodging in Remnant 2, here's a build for you. At tank 1, you get 500% of your HP plus, and you just can't die even on the hardest difficulty. And all it takes is 3 gear items and a trait math thing, which is kind of easy to do. So the items you need are going to be Generating Band, you need Ring of Crisis, and lastly, the Reprocessed Heart. Now, as far as your traits go, it's simple. If you're using Medic level 10, you have 10 points in Triage, no matter what. You put 1 point in Bloodstream, and then the build will work. That's all you need. The rest of the points are your choice. Just don't put anything in Regrowth, and no more points in Bloodstream. If you have no Regrowth, no Triage, you put 6 points in Bloodstream. The only real caveat is you have to be popping Relics every 25-ish seconds. It's ideal to not have it go off. Like, it's ideal to not have the relic duration go away. Your shields start to diminish, and it takes a little bit of time to get them back because your health has to get decreased again. The way the build works, by the way, is because of Ring of Crisis. For some reason, if you are at 25% HP, go below that, and then go directly back up every second or so, the shield stacks on itself, giving you way more than 25% shields. It gives you like 500%. So that's the reason why the build works. And the way the math goes, you need 5 HP per second to make this work somehow. And so folks in the chat did the math. Freaking shout out to Speed Demon 69, I believe, and Gloomy with an O or 0. They did the math. I didn't. They suggested this. I got the idea from someone named Raptac, and because of how this build works, you do not have to use anything I'm using currently except for those 3 items. You can change your amulet, you can change 2 rings, your weapons are your choice, and you can put whatever runes you want to in your relic. It's all up to you. I do suggest, though, Engineer and Medic as your 2 archetypes. Engineer primary because it does insane damage, and you can also prime the turret, make it do even more damage, and the turret doesn't get knocked over. It just runs out of ammunition. But if you desummon it and pop your heal when you have to, then the turret gets back more ammunition, more damage. Medic because you have the unstackable, for the most part, relic usage, and it's also faster casting speed. You could use Medic as your primary and you'd get back some relics, but it's very low healing with this build. Now, I will say, to get this set up, you want to be just above 25% HP, or like maybe 30%, 35%. And to get there, we're starting at 100% HP, right? Equip the restriction cord to reduce your HP by 50%, and then go ahead and change that out for the tier of Quayla Reeves. That now being the case, you have 12 little runes you can use. And if you want to use it right here, you could, but to get a bit lower, go ahead and use a flamethrower if you have it, which is easy to get. Stand there for like a little bit, walk out of it, and you'll be just above 25% HP. You might mess it up though, you might go a bit lower. Depends on your crown, right? Maybe one little spritz is better. Pop your relic, and Bob's your uncle, or auntie. You now have the bug working. I mean the very talented and skillful mechanic in which we are currently using as intended. You get 525% HP, roughly. And I would suggest one trait though, which is glutton. Glutton increases use speed of relics and consumables by 30%. That's huge. I'm using the Burden of Destroyer, and also I'm using the Ring of the Damned, as well as the Vengeance Idol. These all give raw damage. Raw damage applies to your turret. I don't believe weak spot damage applies to your turret unless you're holding it. I don't believe crit damage applies to it unless you're holding it. And in this case, if you're holding your turret, you can't really pop relics. And you have to pop relics every like 22, 23 seconds. So that's the build. That's how you can play the game and not die. And if you dodge a little bit, it'll be kind of easy. In my case, I made it a goal to not dodge at all and to beat every boss I fought. And now it's time for the journey of trying to kill Annihilation using the build and not dodging at all, which is actually difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it is hard to kill Annihilation with this build and not dodging. It'd be 10 times easier if I dodged a little bit, and it'd be a lot easier if I just use a damage build that I normally play, but I know folks want tank builds, I get that. So I made it a challenge to do so, and here are all the attempts at that and the process. Enjoy, and thanks for watching. Note to self, nothing can help you survive that. If it lands on you, you're going to die, okay? It probably does like 1 billion damage. They said, and I quote, make the rock do 1 billion damage.
I couldn't survive everything because the cube just smashed me. It just smashed me into bits and pieces.
Like, huh? You don't say. You would live? Oh, no. I didn't think I'd live. Like I just said, I had very high hopes I was going to die there. You never know, though.
Ooh, not good.
And some folks will hold that against you. Strong melee, DPS. Strong DPS, right? folks in the comment section talking about how, wow, so you have to dodge with this build? I can't just face tank? It's like, the AFK tank build. Well, actually, never mind. You can't be AFK. He'll die in 26 seconds. You won't last 5. Yo, that's actually so good. You won't last 4 minutes with the build. You only get 4 minutes. Something like that. You get 10 uses that are 25 seconds each. That shouldn't be hard math at all. What am I doing here? That's 250. Oh my god. I got the right one. Okay, you're supposed to pick sarcastic quips. It's regenerator and empathy. Color me excited. Living that is a good sign. This is terrible. My damage is 0. My damage is 0.
I thought it'd be better, but it's not better, it's worse.
It's worse in every single way. Do you ever get Hunter's Focus uptime? Hunter's Focus is very, very good, but it's kind of annoying to use. I just need to figure out a way to get more damage. What is good options for damage right now? When you don't dodge stuff, your damage is terrible because you can't shoot. This boss is actually hard to... Yeah. I have glutton, right? I think anyone who told you Widowmaker has good burst damage does not play the game, which may be a little mean, but Widowmaker is one of the worst guns in the game. Hands down, full stop. One of the absolute worst guns in the game. Okay, so verdict is so far. On every other fight, it hasn't been that bad. I think the worst fights so far have been Nightweaver, because she runs away so much, and I hate that so much. This fight's a good fight, but this fight's such a good fight that you can't... It's going to be hard to cheese if you don't want to dodge. And this is the single fight where you need to dodge. Unless there's like a ring you can use or an amulet you can use where you don't get knocked down as much. If that's the case, then maybe... Just gonna knock my ass. You're in the trees, bitch! I really don't get the design direction to make a lot of the really cool guns have the longest reload ever. It's almost like I don't want to shoot faster, because the faster I shoot, the more often I'm reloading and wasting time. Which is a crazy conundrum to be in. Yeah, I'm doing Engineer Medic. I think that's my plan here. Reduce the ideal range of all firearms at 25%. That's fine. What else would I want for damage here? Dealing weak spot damage increases weak spot damage. Would that apply to my turret when it's on the ground? What's up, Elo? I think Medic breaks the build. Medic doesn't have... Oh, it's got triage. Only one bloodstream with Medic. So many rules, bro. Even with the faster use speed, I'm getting rolled. Okay, so turret's to play. Without a doubt, no question in my mind, turret is so cracked. I don't think that save is to play, but I'll use it because I never use this gun. So there's that. Could go Spore Bloom when it gets close. I'm gonna try that. I try to desummon turret and heal at the same time. It's like impossible. Why are we swerving like that? There's no reason. Oh, that was actually really good. I know when I have the shields up, I don't die, but it's a battle of attrition. I think I get close with the turret. It's in for like 154, 160. Ain't no way I griefed. I dodged. The corruption just destroyed me. So shortly after he does corruption, I have to repop. It's so close. This is harder than dodging, I swear on everything right now. A mass. What happened? That was actually pretty good. Wouldn't medic primary make more sense for regular recharge? No. I'd have less damage, and with this build, you don't charge that much. I think that's 7% damage. Is that not always active? Do I not always have gray health? Big brain. It's always active, bro. Genius. Genius. I don't need swiftness. You're right. No, I've been going glutton. I've been doing that. That's a lot of damage. I can't reload this gun. It's impossible. This is good. Okay. Massive. The players that get close. Gonna slam down here soon. Thank God. Barely. I have 6 uses left. All I have to do is not mess up. First down, don't place it down again. Should get that ammo. I got it in the bag. Oh, we're gonna lose right now if I'm bad. Hello? Nice build, thank you. I got the idea from Raptac. Kill it, please. Kill it, please. Let's go. Oh my Lanta, brother. Bro, I gotta clean my house tomorrow. It's gonna be tragic. It's 3:28 in the morning. This is not ideal. Crit damage to 7% of all damage. I'm using the 10% damage when Grey Health's present, because I don't think crit damage applies to my turret, and my turret was the vast majority of my damage. That should give you like 5k scrap. If you go through the entire campaign, you should get a grip of scrap. I need to go buy a mop for my house to mop the floors. I gotta trim a hedge outside still, which I did, but that thing is tall and I'm not tall enough. I even used my chair from the dining room table outside, but it's not level, so I couldn't stand on it that well. Oh, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting. Wayfinder got pushed back to August 17th, which is good for me because tomorrow I'm gonna meet the dog. I will probably be pup watching for a week if they think I'm not like a total slob. And then the 16th, I have a dermatologist appointment to make sure I'm not dying. Twitch subs are the biggest scam out of all social media platforms, aside from TikTok. TikTok subs are insanely hilarious as well. I think TikTok streamers get 30% of the cut. Could be wrong on that, but it's something ridiculous because Apple and whoever else takes like 30% if you sub from your phone, but Twitch is like 50%. Some folks, they only get 20 cents a sub based on regional pricing, but emotes are cool, I guess. At this point, I'd damn near make all the emotes free if I could. Understand this will probably get fixed because it is not working the way they intend at all, but it's a chill time. So use it if you want. If not, whatever. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Peace. Where's the sound bug? Oh, I found it.